Amsterdam in the 1800s was a city balanced between old power and modern change. By the start of the century, more than 200,000 people lived here, packed along canals that had already shaped European trade for generations. The Dutch Golden Age was fading, but Amsterdam remained a global port, a financial centre, and a place where tradition and transformation collided. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life, allowing us to shift perspective, change camera angles, and move through the same scenes in ways that original artists never could. These reconstructions help us step directly into everyday Amsterdam as it appeared 200 years ago. First, I want to talk about the heart of the city. Dam Square. This view shows Dam Square in the early 1800s, still the symbolic centre of Amsterdam. The wide open space feels busy but controlled. In the foreground, carts roll over uneven stones. Horses snort in the cold air. Vendors shout prices for bread, fish, and hot drinks. In the midground, pedestrians cross carefully, avoiding mud and wheels. Daily life here is constant motion. Merchants meet clients. Messengers deliver letters. Soldiers pass through, especially after 1795, when French revolutionary forces entered the city and the Batavian Republic replaced the old Dutch Republic. There is tension in this square. Political change brings uncertainty. French influence means new laws, new taxes, and occasional unrest. Crowds gather quickly, and authorities keep a close watch. Dam Square matters because it represents power. Royal proclamations are read here. Celebrations and protests both unfold on this ground. In 1808, King Louis Bonaparte, brother of Napoleon, even moves his court nearby. Later in the century, the square becomes more orderly. Buildings are renovated, traffic is regulated. Today, this same square remains one of Amsterdam's most visited places, still carrying the weight of centuries. The Royal Palace. This view shows the Royal Palace dominating Dam Square. Originally built as the City Hall in 1655, it looks severe and monumental in the 1800s. The pale stone facade rises above the crowd. Statues of classical figures line the roof, watching over the city. Inside, clerks, officials, and guards move through echoing halls. The smell of ink, wax, and damp stone fills the air. Even though Amsterdam is no longer at its peak, the building still projects authority. Tension comes from its changing role. In 1808, Louis Bonaparte turns it into a royal residence. Some locals resent this foreign king, others see opportunity. The palace matters because it reflects Amsterdam's identity shift, from merchant republic to a city under centralized rule. Later, after Napoleon's fall in 1813, it becomes a royal palace for the Dutch monarchy. Remarkably, this building still stands today, almost unchanged from this view. The canals of the Grachten and Gordel. This view shows the canal belt on a quiet morning. Tall, narrow houses line the water. Their gabled roofs lean slightly forward. Reflections ripple across the canal as barges pass slowly. Daily life here is intimate. Families look out from large windows, servants scrub doorsteps, goods are unloaded directly from boats into basements. The smell of canal water mixes with coal smoke and cooking food. But the canals are dangerous. In winter, ice can trap boats. In summer, stagnant water spreads disease. Cholera outbreaks strike Amsterdam in the 1830s and 1840s, killing thousands. The canals matter because they are the city's infrastructure. They move goods, define neighbourhoods, and store wealth. Later in the century, sanitation reforms improve water flow and health. Today, these canals are protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, still shaping the city's rhythm. The Jordaan district. This view shows the Jordaan, west of the main canals. The streets are narrower, buildings are smaller and darker, laundry hangs between windows, children play near doorways. Daily life here is working class. Labourers, sailors, and artisans crowd into small rooms. The sounds of shouting, singing, and hammering fill the air. Taverns spill noise into the streets. Tension is constant. Poverty is widespread. Food prices rise. In 1848, political unrest sweeps Europe, and even Amsterdam feels the pressure. Protests and small riots break out. The Jordaan matters because it holds the city's labour force. Without these people, the port and markets would stop. Later, parts of the Jordaan are demolished or renovated. Today it survives as a lively and desirable neighbourhood, though its hardships are mostly gone. The port and harbour. This view shows Amsterdam's harbour along the IJ. Tall masts fill the skyline. Ships from the Baltic, Britain and the colonies are docked side by side. Crates are stacked high, ropes creak, seagulls scream overhead. Daily life here is exhausting. Dock workers haul cargo, sailors spend wages quickly, customs officers inspect goods. The air smells of salt, tar, spices and smoke. Danger is everywhere. Accidents are common, fires break out easily. Economic decline also looms. After Britain rises as the dominant maritime power, Amsterdam struggles to compete. The port matters because it connects Amsterdam to the world. Coffee, sugar and textiles pass through here, many linked to colonial systems. Later in the century, canals like the North Sea Canal, opened in 1876, helped revive trade. Today, the old harbour zones have been transformed, but the city remains tied to global shipping. The stock exchange and financial streets. This view shows the financial heart near the old stock exchange. Men in dark coats gather in clusters. Papers change hands quickly. Voices stay low but urgent. Daily life revolves around information. News from London or Paris can change fortunes overnight. The smell of ink and damp wool hangs in the air. Tension comes from risk. Bank failures, wars, and political shifts threaten investments. The Napoleonic Wars cause major financial stress. This area matters because Amsterdam remains a financial innovator, even in decline. Later exchanges modernise and move. Today, the legacy survives in Amsterdam's continued role in global finance. The Jewish Quarter. This view shows the Jewish Quarter near the Amstel. Synagogues stand among crowded homes. Shops display books, textiles and food. Daily life is structured by religion and community. Hebrew prayers mix with Dutch voices. Children attend religious schools. Markets bustle before Sabbath. Tension exists in discrimination and poverty. Legal equality improves after 1796, but social barriers remain. The quarter matters because Jewish merchants, scholars and artists shape Amsterdam's culture. Later in the century, communities spread across the city. Today, fragments of this neighbourhood remain, carrying deep historical memory. The Amstel River. This view shows the Amstel flowing calmly past warehouses and bridges. Boats glide through the frame. Church towers rise in the background. Daily life depends on this river. It supplies trade routes and drinking water. Fishermen work quietly, lovers walk along the banks. Flooding is a constant threat. Engineers maintain dikes and locks carefully. The Amstel matters because without it, Amsterdam would not exist. Later engineering projects strengthen the city's defences. Today, the river remains central to Amsterdam's image. Nieuwe Kerk. This view shows the Nieuwe Kerk beside Dam Square. Its Gothic structure looms above the crowd. Bells echo through the streets. Daily life includes funerals, royal ceremonies and public gatherings. The church feels solemn even as the city outside grows louder. Tension comes from changing beliefs. Church attendance declines as secular ideas spread in the 1800s. The church matters as a ceremonial space. Later, it becomes more cultural than religious. Today, it still hosts major national events. Evening on the streets, this view shows Amsterdam at dusk. Lanterns glow softly. Reflections shimmer on wet stones. The city slows but does not sleep. Daily life continues in taverns, homes and along canals. The air is cool, voices carry farther. Danger remains, crime, fire and illness, but so does resilience. By the late 1800s, Amsterdam begins to modernise rapidly. Railways arrive. New neighbourhoods expand beyond the old walls. Standing here, the past feels close. These streets still exist. The shapes remain familiar. If there's another city moment or scene you'd like me to bring to life using AI reconstruction, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much.